Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, called it the 26.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the Seahawks are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On 1st down, Cottrell, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
They go play action now. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. So call off the pick six.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
36 pounds.
Wilson will throw again. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. They're running it. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Rams are going to have it here just past the 25.
The one thing you always like about Quandre Diggs is his ability to bring his cornerback build and skills to the safety position. Had a career-high 5 interceptions to lead the Seahawks in 2020, where he was a first-time Pro Bowler. I love the way he plays in the secondary.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. they go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Right there. Left. 54 Mike. Here we go, D. Here I go.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Play action. It's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They go play action with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
54 is mine. 54 is mine. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, D. Here I come. Go.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st down, Stafford here. Buying time to his left. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get...
And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
To throw is Perkins. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, a 22. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Now Perkins.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Past the 20. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be in.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
26 mark, 26 mark. 26 mark, 26 mark.
Throwing is Perkins. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off here, the 32. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Perkins. Forced out to his left.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And there's the rookie from Western Michigan, Dwayne Eskridge. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Wilson. Quick throw, and that's Eskridge on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing again here, Wilson. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Check 3, check 3. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. Leaves it for Penny. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Wilson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their... And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the...
Touchdown, Seahawks! Gerald Everett, his 9th touchdown of the season. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, L.A. Van Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me.
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Rams. Tutu Atwell. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Watch left. You can't block me. You can't block me. Deeper.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football, or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Perkins. He gets it complete to Harris. 7 yards, the pickup there. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. Perkins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the All-Pro free safety, Earl Thomas. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down. Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That's taken on the 25. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
26, Mike. Time to go. Night. 36.
Here's Stafford. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
From the 31, Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Returning right back to Lockett. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. Well, definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead 4th quarter they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Raymond Calais now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 40. Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
On third down, Wilson escapes the sack. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Mike 51, Mike 51. One left. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be
to throw again is Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And now another one thrown incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Single, slop. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Took right.
Throwing is Wilson. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The extra point now coming from Myers. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Raymond Calais now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense.
And now the rookie's free. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Gostkowski with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's looking all the more likely that a fifth straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Myers for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Raymond Calais now from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. There's Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now Wilson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. The extra point now coming from Myers. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20.
Right. He's tied right here. He's tied on the right. 3 down. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
Now it's Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that, Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. And they take a knee.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
And they will take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're